Segala hormatnya, lalu yang kedatangan Yang Berhormat Senator Dato' Sri J. Palaniwil. Senator Dato' Sri J. Palaniwil, Minister in the Prime Minister's Department. Yang Berhormat Dato' M. Salamanan, Deputy Minister of Federal Territory and Urban Wellbeing. Yang Berbahagia Dato' Ramanathan, FPTC Group. Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Devagi Krishnan, Encik Sazali Cik Ahmad, Selangor CIDB Corporate Division. Mr. D. Ravindran, Director of NKRA and NKE. Prime Minister's Department, Mr. Mahedran, Senior Assistant Director, Jabatan Kerja Raya, Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur. Mr. Ramanathan Chinu, Advisory Board Member of City, Kuala Lumpur. Mr. Vinesh K. Kalra, Second Secretary, High Commission of India. Senator Bharat Mani, Chairman, Brickfields Business Community Society. Mr. Chinu Mastanaya, Deputy Chief Executive Officer of India International Bank, Malaysia Berhad. Mr. Matthew T, President, Master Builders Association, Malaysia. Mr. Selvaraju Sundram, President, Association of Global Organization of People of Indian Origin. Dr. A. T. Kumaraja, Director, Special Secretary for Empowerment of Indian Entrepreneurs. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, welcome, salam sejahtera dan selamat datang to the first inaugural Malaysian Indian Builders Exhibition, better known as MIBEX 2012, held today, 8th and the 9th of September 2012 at Little India, Brickfields. Let's give yourselves a big rousing applause for joining us today. The Kuala Lumpur and Selangor India Chamber of Commerce and Industry, KLSICCI, is an 84-year-old organization formed in 1928, representing the interests of the Indian mercantile community in Kuala Lumpur and the state of Selangor, Darul Ehsan. The Chamber is the largest Indian-based trade organization in Malaysia, with almost 1,000 business houses as our members. The Chamber plays an integral part in the national scene, constantly keeping the community's business needs in mind and the nation's economic development in full perspective. We function as an important link between the government and the private sector in the implementation of the country's economic, trade and fiscal policies. Our role and achievements are recognized today by the government, the business sector and members. The first MIBEX 2012 has been organized with the objective to confirm that Malaysian Indians have the capability as contractors, builders and service providers in the building, infrastructure and construction industry. This exhibition is sponsored by the Prime Minister's Department and CIDB Malaysia and supported by Brickfields Business Community Society, Kuala Lumpur and KLSIRA. Yang Berhormat Senator Dato' Sri J. Palaniwil, Minister in the Prime Minister Department, come President of Malaysian Indian Congress, has kindly consented to grace this occasion as the Honourable Guest of The first MIBEX 2012 opens up the opportunity and gateway to showcase Malaysian Indian contractors' expertise and to do networking amongst the Indian contractors and others. This will enable us to achieve our dreams, to grow higher in the construction field and to be part with others in the industry, which is vast and continuously growing, and in tandem with the Malaysian government's National Economic Transformation Policy introduced by our beloved Prime Minister Yang Amat Berhormat Dato' Sri Mohammad Najib Tun Razak. And at this exhibition, we have over 20 booths exhibiting engineering products and services. Namely, we have Citata AMS Marble, CNS Engineering Management Sdn Bhd, AKB Technologies ATC Academic College, Powell Sports Sdn Bhd, Neon City Builders Sdn Bhd, CMC iFactors, Ideal Plant Nursery Sdn Bhd, AC Johan Sdn Bhd, Premier Facilities Sdn Bhd, Green Team Malaysia, Chemical, Mahalakshmi Properties Sdn Bhd, CIDB, Terentak Tropika, Perunding Seri, BSP, KLS, ICCI, Open Networking and Tekun. And also in conjunction with this exhibition, we have the official handing over ceremony of the CIDB Green Card to qualified members, which will also be held later today, just after the agenda, by Yang Amat Berhormat Menteri. Green Card is actually an integrated program that involves the registration and accreditation of construction personnel to enhance safety levels at construction work sites. On the sound of this beautiful occasion, we'd like to invite the organizing chairman, Engineer A.J. Lakshmi Narayan, to deliver his address.
Yang Berhormat Senator Dato' Sri Palivelu, Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, so MIC President, Yang Berhormat Dato' M. Saronan, Deputy Minister of Federal Territory and Urban Wellbeing, Encik Zazali, Chair Ahmad, CIDB Corporation Division, Mr. D. Ravindran, Director, Prime Minister's Department, Mr. Ramanathan Chinnu, Advisory Board Member City of Kuala Lumpur, Mr. Vinesh K. Kaldra, Second Secretary, High Commission of India, Senator Bharat Mani, also known as Senator Bharat Mani, Chairman, Brickfields Business Committees Society, Mr. Chinnu Mastan Ayya, Deputy Chief Executive Officer, India International Bank, Malaysia, Mr. Matthew Lee, President, Master Builder Association, Mr. Selvaraju Sundaram, President, the Association of Global Organization, Dr. A. T. Kumaraja, Director, Special Secretary for Environment. Ladies and gentlemen, இன்று நடைபெறும் இந்த முதல் MIBEX கண்காட்சி வருகை தந்துள்ள பெருமக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் முதலில் எனது பணிவான காலை வணக்கங்கள் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறேன். இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில் சிறப்பு வருகை தந்துள்ள பிரதமர் துறை அமைச்சர் MIBEX தேசிய தலைவர் மாண்புமிக்க தத்தோ ஸ்ரீ ஜி பழனிவேலு அவருக்கு எனது சிறப்பு வணக்கங்கள் நன்றியும் கூறுகிறேன். இங்கு பூத் அமைத்துள்ள அனைவரும் எனது மனமார்ந்த நன்றியும் பாராட்டுகளையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்ள, அதே வேளையில் அவர்களின் ஒத்துழைப்பு ஆதரவு இந்த கண்காட்சி சிறப்பாகவும் வெற்றிகரமாகவும் நடைபெறுவதற்கு முக்கிய பங்கு உண்டு என்பதை இங்கு குறிப்பிட வைக்கிறேன். Ladies and gentlemen, today I wish to thank the God Almighty for giving us one of the very good weathers, because in the morning I thought it's going to rain. As the organizing chairman for the first MIBEX event, it is my duty on behalf of Kuala Lumpur Selangor Indian Chambers to welcome the Honourable Minister, Deputy Ministers, all the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, for today's first MIBEX exhibition. We are very honoured with your presence to make this first MIBEX event a successful and memorable occasion. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to the Honourable Minister, Yang Berhormat Senator Dato Sri G. Parliwelu, Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, come President of MIC, for his substantial monetary contribution towards this first MIBEX event, and also for accepting to be the guest of honour today. We are also happy to convey our appreciation to the distinguished Chief Executive of CIDB, Dato Sri Engineer Dr. Judain Abdul Karim, for also their financial contribution. And now we also are grateful to Encik Zazali Cik Ahmad of the Corporate Division of CIDB for your presence here today. We appreciate the CIDB's officers' assistance and their participation in this MIBEX event. My highest gratitude and thank you to all the participants who have taken up the booths and also have taken up advertisements, which has made the first MIBEX event an overwhelming success to showcase the ability of the Indian contractors in Malaysia. I also wish to thank the following distinguished persons who were initial supporters and encouraged me to go ahead and organize this first MIBEX event. They are Yang Berhormat Dato M. Saronan, Deputy Minister Kementerian Wilayah Persekutuan dan Kesejahteraan Bandar, who commented initially when I met him to work out the program for the MIBEX exhibition. It's always good to have an event in Little India Brickfields, as the name is very popular with the Indians and the Malaysians after it has been made famous by the visit of His Excellency the Indian Prime Minister and also by our beloved Prime Minister. I want to drive this point to each and every Indian in Little India here, because when we wanted to go and get the booths, everybody is asking me, you want the booths, open space, open India, but they don't know the wealth of Little India. My sincere thanks also to Yang Berhormat Senator Subramaniam, better known as Bharat Mani, whose association BBC are co-sponsors for this event. He stood by me, encouraged me to go ahead, even though we had some initial hurdles. His support and assistance in ensuring that this event can be organized successfully in Little India is very much appreciated. Thank you, Doctor. We are all very grateful to all the NGOs and all the owners of the shops and restaurants in Little India who are very supportive of this event, because according to them, when you put up the stalls here, they are losing some business, but they have been very tolerant. Thank you to them. I also wish to thank Engineer J. Ramarao, Deputy Pengarah of Jabatan Kejuruteraan Awam dan Saliran KL, for his advice and assistance in handling DPKL matters with regards to this event. He is also in my committee for organizing this event, and he has assisted me with his vast experience. I wish to express my appreciation and gratitude to DPKL for all the assistance, the Brickfields Police for the security, for the events manager, even though they were a bit slow, but a job well done, and the media for their coverage. I am duty bound to thank the President of Kuala Lumpur Selangor Indian Chambers, known as KLCK, Mr. Madhusinan, for his contribution and full support in ensuring the success of this event, and also the manager of KLCC, Mr. Silva, and his team. My very special gratitude goes to Mr. Mahesh, of also KLCK, for his continuous support. He was here the whole of last night, and also the assistance to solve the day-to-day problems so that this event will be successful. We wish to confirm that this first MIBEX event, even though had a little bit of hurdles here and there, has been made possible due to the support of all the distinguished and committed Indians, such as politicians, professionals, NGOs, and the participating contractors, and especially the general public. With this type of support, Our next goal is to have another bigger exhibition jointly with all our Bumiputera and Chinese partner contractors at a close environment in the near future. We should showcase our Malaysian contractors under the One Malaysia concept, as always highlighted by our beloved Prime Minister. I now wish to highlight a few important reasons for organizing this first MIBEX event for the attention of all the distinguished invited guests and the general public. This first MIBEX event is being organized especially to create an awareness to the Malaysians, the capability of the local Indian contractors in the building and construction industry. Can you all give a clap? This exhibition will also endeavor our Indian contractors to do marketing and also networking with their counterparts and to form a teamwork to form joint ventures with their Bumiputera and Chinese contractors. We need the utmost support of the general public to visit the booths for the encouragement of the participants and for their personal knowledge of the details of the contractors in case they require their services in the near future. We have published here today souvenirs, right, where it shows the details of all the contractors participating here, and we're going to distribute about 5,000 copies so that whoever collects the copies in future, not right now, in future, if they require the services of Indian contractors, they will know who they are, what is their discipline, and what is their expertise. So please assist them. We have requested particularly CIDB to participate in this exhibition to enable the registration process for the Indian contractors, not only for those who are participating in this exhibition, but also those contractors who are visiting the booths to register themselves. As if they do not have a CIDB license, they cannot work as a contractor. It will soon become a law in this country. I don't know whether Chancellor will tell you whether it's become a law that to be a contractor you must have the license of CIDB and also must have the green card. I now wish to highlight the history of the Indian contractors, to know their past, glamour and pride. This is also to inform our youths and make them aware of how our past Indian contractors were responsible entrepreneurs, philanthropists, and were an asset to our Indian society and because of their contribution. This will motivate the young and the future entrepreneurs to enable them to take up this trade and also give them an encouragement to take up this trade, which will be profitable for their livelihood. All of us know that before independence and during the early days of independence, Indian contractors have contributed vastly to the progress of the nation building by developing all the rural areas into town centers, by clearing the jungle, all their hard work, earthworks, road building, drainage system, developments in estates such as building houses, water supply and electrical supply. They were early pioneers who developed the railway system and the TMB transmission line. Nobody can deny that. After the 70s, they were slowly phased out due to certain government policies, which I don't want to touch on, which were not beneficial to their growth in this Malaysian Indian building industry. Then in the 90s, the Indian contractors had tough competition from the foreign contractors, especially from the Indonesian and the Bangladesh subcontractors. All of us know that these foreigners were employed initially to work in this country as laborers and workers, but somehow or other, due to the lack of enforcement by the relevant authorities who are responsible for the supervision of foreign workers, these foreign workers have become subcontractors without proper authorization, certification, and are growing in numbers in this country. As the construction industry rules and regulations, all contractors in the building industry must be registered with CIDB, and all workers must have the green card. Therefore, I hope that these regulations can be properly implemented so that all the opportunities taken over by the foreign subcontractors can be made available for the Malaysian contractors, particularly the Malaysian Indian contractors. I wish to put forward a suggestion to improve the opportunity for Indian contractors, because all the while Indian contractors want a different classification from CIDB. To me, all that would work. So I'm just putting my own suggestions after discussion with all my colleagues and hope this will be considered. We all support our beloved Prime Minister's One Malaysia concept. I only hope this concept will be implemented in the construction industry. Accordingly, I will appreciate if the government and CIDB will look into creating a One Malaysia construction license, which will be only given to a partnership of Malays, Chinese and Indians together in the construction industry. Then with this license, they should be allowed to tender for some projects in the government sector and projects in government listed companies, along with projects that are only listed for 100% Bumiputera companies. The advantage in establishing this One Malaysia construction company will be basically to prevent the Alibaba trend in the construction industry. The cost of the project will be controlled, as no commissions will be included in this contract price of the project. So we will be getting spending the contract price. Upgrade all the small-time Malaysian construction company due to the partnership among the different races in the building industry to a very higher level. This will create a strong joint venture among the three races to form truly One Malaysia concept in the construction field. There can be many such One Malaysia companies and they can play effectively an important role towards achieving our nation's goal of 2020. This will also stop our dependence of foreign subcontractors who are depleting our economic wealth by earning in Malaysia and sending money overseas, and they are developing their country. Let us be more patriotic and stop giving projects to foreigners just because they are cheaper. If there are no proper steps or guidelines to effectively stop allowing the foreigners to control our construction industry, our small-time contractors and our big-time contractors, whether Indians, Chinese or Malays, have to close shop. So there won't be any opportunities for our youth, for the present and for the future generation in the construction industry. I hope the government will think fast and act fast. KLCC is prepared to assist on this concept and ideas of upgrading the contractors in the building industry if required by any organization or government bodies, as you have many professionals and contractors as members who are committed to help the Indian community. I wish to thank all the honourable ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, for your presence here today and patiently hearing my long speech, and request especially the Indian community to assist in any way all the participants in today's exhibition. Thank you.
And now we'd like to invite upon the President of the Kuala Lumpur and Selangor Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Madhusudan Nair, to deliver his address.
A very good morning to Yang Berhormat Senator Datuk Sri G. Palnibil, Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Yang Berhormat Datuk M. Saravanan, Deputy Minister of Federal Territory and Urban Wellbeing, Encik Sazali bin Ahmad, Selangor CIDB Corporate Division, Mr. D. Ravindran, Director NKRA and NKEA, Prime Minister's Department, Mr. Mahendran, Senior Assistant Director, Jabatan Kerja Raya Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur, Mr. Ramanathan Chennu, the Advisory Board Member of City of Kuala Lumpur, Mr. Vinesh K. Kalra, Second Secretary, Commerce and IC High Commission of India, friend of the Chamber, Senator Dato' Bharat Mani, Chairman, Brickfields Business Community Society, Mr. Chinnu Mastan Ayah, Deputy Chief Executive Officer, India International Bank, Mr. Matthew T., President, Master Builders Association, Malaysia, Mr. Selva Raju, President, the Association of Global Organization of People of Indian Origin, Dr. A.T. Kumra Raja, Director, Special Secretariat for Empowerment of Indian Entrepreneurs, also known as SEED, Yang Bahagia Dato' R. Ramalingam Pillai, Director, the Lotus Family Restaurant Holdings in Durian Barat, Yang Bahagia Dato' Ramanathan, PTC Group, members of the media, fellow members of the Chamber, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. The speech given by the organizing chairman sounded more like a presidential address. It leaves me very little to talk about. Anyway, what I would like to start off with is this. MIBEX was organized with the idea of exposing and bringing forth the awareness on the Indian participation in the construction industry. We in KL Selangor have now decided to embark to strengthen and work on the areas that have been traditionally Indian strengths. We identify the construction industry has been an area where the participation of the Indian community has been present from the time of independence and have contributed to the nation building of this country. Today we organize a lot of seminars, skills training to uplift knowledge, skills in areas where we need the Indians to work on. Our emphasis is this: we have skills. We have skills in our traditional field with full potential. So what we have potential with, we need to develop. The Indian community has been subcontractors for the last number of decades from independence. Having contributed to the infrastructure of this country, the development of this country, today we are still under the plight of subcontractors. We do not ask for MRT projects. We only ask for projects to sustain or develop or enrich the Indian business community, those involved in the construction industry. We like the idea of One Malaysia. We support the Prime Minister with this idea of One Malaysia, which we believe is sincere in implementing. We would like this extended further. We would like to see our traditional areas being recognized as being our domain, and in that manner allocate jobs. We have this idea that loans alone is sufficient. Give out loans to the Indian community. The Indian contractor does not need loans alone. What he needs is jobs. We need jobs that doesn't take away the margin for the work we have done as subcontractors. We need jobs as main contractors. We need jobs that are not MRT but can enrich 100, 200, 500 Indians overall. In that respect, I would like to touch on something that I feel is very important. DBKL has never to date given one job to any Indians. We have requested appointments with Dato' Banda. Sad to say, at times it goes on for 3 years. Letters and reminders for an appointment. Well, we were successful in getting a reply. On the third reminder, we got a reply that said, "Point noted." I asked for an appointment and that point was noted. Anyway, you see, the idea here is this. KLCK today is not on a path of conflict. We are on a path of engagement. We are on a path to engage all bodies concerned, bring forth the situation of the Indians, and to find ways of means to develop the Indian community with compromise. Compromise is the best solution to any situation we have. On the question of DBKL, we generally have this opinion that DBKL, Dato' Banda, they allocate the jobs. It cannot be done without a policy change. That policy change has to come from the Cabinet or the Ministry of Finance. And that is where I'm very happy to see Dato' Sri G. Palnivel here present today, because he has the political will. And we have the strength and the determination of the Indians to push for what we intend to see. With an allocation of $2 billion a year by DBKL, all we are asking is a percentage of the jobs to be distributed to the Indian contractors. We get excited with $180 million for Indians nationwide for entrepreneur development. We are asking for DBKL with an allocation of 2B. 10% would mean $200 million for the Indian contractors in KL and Selangor. What we must realize is that there are many things out there that are not being filtered to the top. The Indian contractors does not need loans if they don't give away 40, 50, 60% of their job to the main contractors, of their income to the main contractors. That is the plight of the Indians. That is the reality of the Indians. The only difference is one says it, the other doesn't. KL Selangor would love very much to engage with all authorities concerned, all associations concerned, for the purpose of promoting the Indian strength, or Indian businesses, Indian interest. Having said that, I would also like to say that at KL City, we are very happy to see the changes being made. There's been advances made in identifying, recognizing, and assisting the Indian community. While we assist the Indian community, you must remember, we are not asking for handouts. We are merely asking for participation. And this is very important to uplift the Indian business community. I would like to thank very much Mr. Lakshmi Narayanan, the organizing chairman, who's put a lot of effort, and of course Mr. Mahesh, who's always been a man behind the scene, but who's been a tremendous force into seeing this a reality as well. The two of them have been an absolute pain trying to make this happen. But trust me, with the interest of the Indians in mind, the pain is pleasant. I also would like to thank Senator Dato Bharat Mani for BBC, who's assisted us into coming into this brickfield center with shops and assisting us to get permission to put up these stalls and to make sure that this happens. Mr. Rama Rao from DBKL, who's been an advisor and a friend of the chamber. Above all, my council members, members of the chamber. I would like to finish this off by saying one thing. KL Selangor Indian Chamber is an organization that is on a path not of confrontation, but it is on a path of engagement. We would like to engage with like-minded organizations, our first priority. Organization interested in the benefit, in the betterment of the Indian community. To work together, stop the fragmentation of the Indian community and unite as various organizations for the common interest, to share resources for the interests of the Indian business community. With that, I would like to thank all of you very much for attending today's function, and hopefully this becomes a yearly event, and the next time round we see a bigger number of stalls and booths and participation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Madhu. Next, it gives great pleasure to call upon, on behalf of Selangor CIDB, which is Sazali Che Ahmad of the Corporate Division of Selangor CIDB.
Thank you, Mr. MC. Yang berhormat Senator Datuk Sri J. Palanivel, Minister in the Prime Minister's Department. Yang berhormat Datuk M. Savaravanan, Deputy Minister, Federal Territory and Urban Wellbeing. Yang berbahagia Mr. Madhu Sudanai, President Kuala Lumpur and Selangor in the Chamber of Commerce. Yang berusaha Engineer A.J. Lakshmi Narayanan, Organizing Chairman MIBEX 2012, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to relay the gratitude from the Chief Executive of CIDB, Dr. Sri Engineer Dr. Judin Abdul Karim, and his apology for not making to this event, as he is stuck with other programs at the same time. And after a very fiery and energetic speeches from the organizer and the president, I feel that my speech today will be at the sideline. On behalf of CIDB, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the organizer, Kuala Lumpur and Selangor in the Chamber of Commerce and Industry for putting the first ever show specifically meant for the Indian construction industry stakeholders. This is the right platform for the players to congregate and share construction products, services, and technology with the pursuit to enhance for the betterment of the industry. And today, with the first MIBEX 2012, we surely mark the first step dedicated to the Malaysian Indian building and construction industry players in particular, and the whole spectrum of our industry stakeholders in general. And CIDB is so very privileged to be the supporting organization and sharing its objective of leveraging the construction industry further. Ladies and gentlemen, the 10th Malaysia Plan has set the stage for a major national structural transformation towards that of a high-income economy, which hinges on higher productivity and the engagement of the private sector participation being the primary driver of growth and innovation. The Malaysian construction sector is expected to grow steadily in line with the GDP growth of the country. And last year, our growth stood at 3.5%, and we expect it to grow further with the major infrastructure projects launched such as MRT, the RRI redevelopment, and also the rapid project in Pengerang. In responding to the challenges to drive for greater competitiveness and social responsibility, and to transform the construction sector in the next decade, there must be a new push and initiatives in the form of procurement, innovation programs and knowledge management, quality, enriching and productivity amongst many other initiatives. As the nation is embarking towards high-income economy, construction industry players also need to realign their perspective towards enhancing their capacity and capability, producing quality products, and improving its productivity. And these initiatives will bring great importance and meaning to our current standing, as we must reflect on where we are now, what we have accomplished through 50 years of our nation building. Through this, we must arm ourselves comprehensively to strengthen the capability and the competitiveness to undertake future demands of the construction sector, namely our manpower management, technology, and also our business skill. With this context, we have to re-engineer our construction sector and promote multi-skilling and specialization, be it contractors or our construction personnel. In this context, CIDB is aggressively embarking on development programs that will provide the industry with quality services, among it including inculcating the culture of quality among the construction fraternity, from the designer to contractors, material suppliers, and its workers. And through this program, we will further consolidate the construction industry to be more efficient, more organized, more professionally managed via the aim of achieving the industry transformation to be a knowledge-based industry. And it is in line with the amended Act, the amended CIDB Act, which already was approved by the Parliament in 2011, with the objectives to improve standards, quality workforce, and building materials, and also responsibility towards maintaining safety and health in the construction site. And also not forgetting enforcing the registration of contractors and the workers. And we are pleased to note that CIDB will share this program through various programs organized such as this event. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take this opportunity to extend our gratitude and appreciation to the organizer for inviting CIDB and be part of our construction ambassador toward showcasing Malaysian capabilities and capacities. CIDB do hopes that the MIBEX will grow further in the following years and will be used by the stakeholders as platform towards building a brand name on the local and global construction fraternity. Thank you.
Terima kasih Encik Sazali. And now it gives great honor to call upon Yang Berhormat Senator Dato Sri G. Palnivil, Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, come President of Malaysian Indian Congress to deliver his address and also officially open the first MIBEX.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். கூட்டரசு பிரதேச துணை அமைச்சர் மாண்புமிகு டட்டோ சரவணன் அவர்களே, மேலவை உறுப்பினர் யங் பர்ஹார்மட் செனட்டர் பாரட் மணியம் அவர்களே, இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியின் ஏற்பாட்டு தலைவர் என்ஜினியர் லட்சுமி நாராயணன் அவர்களே, ஸ்லாங்கூர் கோலாலம்பூர் இந்திய வர்த்தக சங்கத்தின் தலைவர் திரு மது சூரிய நாயர் அவர்களே, சிஐடிபி தலைவர் இன்சே சசாலிச்சே மாட் அவர்களே, திரு மேத்யூ தி மாஸ்டர் பில்டர்ஸ் அசோசியேஷன் தலைவர் அவர்களே, இங்க வந்திருக்கும் இந்திய குத்தகையாளர்களே, மற்ற இயக்கங்களின் தலைவர்களே, உங்கள் எல்லோரையும் இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில் சந்திப்பதில் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். திரு லட்சுமி நாராயணன் அவர்களுக்கு என்னோட நன்றியும் பாராட்டலையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். முதல் முறையாக இந்த ஏற்பாட்டை செய்து இந்த கண்காட்சியை ஏற்பாடு செய்திருக்கிறார். ஒரு நல்ல முயற்சி. இதுதான் முதல் முயற்சி. தான் முதல் முறையாக எனக்கும் அழைப்புதல் வழங்கி வர வேண்டும் என்று கேட்டுக்கொண்டார். அவருக்கு என்னோட நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். இந்த அழைப்புதலை எனக்கு கேட்டுக்கொண்டு வர வேண்டும் என்று கேட்டதுக்கு. அதே சமயத்தில் அவர் கொஞ்சம் மானியம் கேட்டிருந்தார் என்னிடம். பிரதமரிடம் இந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு 50,000 வெள்ளி வாங்கி நான் கொடுத்திருக்கிறேன் அவருக்கு. அவர் கொஞ்சம் கூட அதிகமாக கேட்டார். ஆனால் பிரதமரோட இலக்கால மானியம் இப்போ உள்ள நிலைக்கு ரொம்ப குறைவாக இருக்கின்றது. அதனால் அவர் கொஞ்சம் பகிர்ந்து பார்த்து ஒரு தொகையை 50,000 வெள்ளி, ஒரு கணிசமான தொகை அதை வழங்கியிருக்கிறார். அவருக்கும் பிரதமருக்கும் நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். அதே சமயத்தில் இந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு பலர் வந்திருக்கிறீர்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் என் நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நமது பிரதமர் முதல் முறையாக இந்தியர்களுக்கு, இந்திய குத்தகையாளர்களுக்கு தமிழ் பள்ளி கட்டட அமைப்புக்கு ஒரு 100 மில்லியன் வழங்கியிருக்கிறார். ஒன்லி ஃபார் இந்தியன் கான்ட்ராக்டர்ஸ். இது ஒரு நல்ல ஆரம்பம், நமக்கு ஒரு புதிய ஆரம்பம். அதே சமயத்தில் என் முயற்சியால் கல்வி இல்லை, நிதி அமைச்சருக்கு நான் ஒரு கடிதம் எழுதியிருந்தேன். அதாவது இந்த PKK லைசன்ஸ் இந்திய குத்தகையாளருக்கு அகற்றப்பட வேண்டும் என்று. அதே சமயத்தில் எனக்கு உடனே ஒப்புதல் வழங்கினாங்க. இந்த PKK லைசன்ஸ் இந்திய குத்தகையாளர்களுக்கு அகற்றப்பட்டிருக்கின்றதுன்னு எழுத்து மூலியமாக கொடுத்திருக்கிறார்கள். இப்போ இதெல்லாம் ஒரு நல்ல ஆரம்பம் நமக்கு. நிச்சயமாக வருங்காலத்தில் நம்மளோட இந்திய குத்தகையாளர்கள் ஒரு சிறந்த நிலையை அடைவார்கள் என்று நான் கருதுகிறேன். I am very certain that in time to come, the Indian contractors will reach great heights and be good builders in this country. Thank you very much. இந்த அழைப்புதலை வழங்கின என்ஜினியர் லட்சுமி நாராயணன் அவர்களுக்கு என்னோட நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொண்டு விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம். இந்த கண்காட்சி திறக்கப்பட்டது. நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you so much, Honorable Dato. And now I'd like to invite the President of KLSICCI, Mr. Madhu Sudha Nair, to present a garland to Yang Berhormat Senator Dato. I would like to invite the recipients for the CIDB green card up front, and to the honors once again. Yang Berhormat Senator Dato' Sri G. Palnivel to give away the green cards. Firstly, Mr. Maiswaran Kandasamy. Mr. Viswanathan Karpaya. Mr. Viswanathan Karpanan, sorry. Let's give a big rousing applause for the recipients of the green card by CITB. Seterusnya, Thiagarajan Veluchami. Silakan. Mr. Thiagarajan. Mr. Gunasegran Dararaju. Encik Gunasegran Dararaju. Seterusnya juga Encik Santiago Savrimutu. Terima Encik Santiago Savrimutu. Mr. Silambam Rengasamy. Encik Silambam Rengasamy. Silakan. And we have a very own Sir Lakshmi Narayana. Engineer Lakshmi Narayana. Congratulations to you, sir. Next we got Mr. Victor Udidiam. Mr. Victor. Next we've got Mr. Venudas Pondusamy. Seterusnya juga Encik Lechmanan Rao Munyandi. Next we got Mr. Mari Rengasamy. And also Mr. Selvan Senkani. Mr. Selvan. And also Mr. Subramaniam. Silakan, Encik Subramaniam. And now I'd like to present us a little memento to celebrate this joyous occasion of the first inaugural MIBEX. I'd like to invite Mr. Madhu Sudanaya to present a memento to Yang Berhormat Senator Dato'. And also Mr. Madhu to present a souvenir to Yang Berhormat Dato' Saravanan as well. Thank you, Mr. Madhu. And now I'd like to call upon Engineer AJ Lakshmi Narayana to present a souvenir to AJ Zazali Che Ahmad on behalf of Selangor CIDB. Silakan. And also, last but not least, Mr. Bharat Mani, Chairman of BBC, for his wonderful support to make this joyous and most memorable occasion as well. Mr. Bharat Mani, thank you, sir. With this, on behalf of the organizing committee on the first inaugural MIBEX 2012, we'd like to invite Yang Berhormat Senator Dato' Sri G. Palnivel to kindly do the honors of cutting the ribbon to officiate the launch of this wonderful exhibition. count of 3, 2, 1. Let's give ourselves a big rousing applause, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished guests will proceed back to the front of the stage area for some light refreshment.
All the steel structures that you're talking What's your turnover like?
Malaysian Indian Builders Exhibition 2012. Being held today and tomorrow.
Six by eight.
Let's welcome back Yang Berhormat Senator Datuk Seri G. Palnivel and some of the other honourable guests to join us here for the short press conference. Meanwhile, the
What you ask me, I'll see, the most important thing, we specially requested the Prime Minister to set aside for Indians to take part in school building. Okay, so the Prime Minister set aside 100 million ringgit exclusively for Indian contractors to take part in the school building contracts. This is meant for renovation, some small extensions, repairs and that kind of thing. It's not meant for a big project. In addition, he's approving for temples, for schools, for NGOs. You know, each time I ask, he approves. So he has approved millions. So it's a new move. Okay, for the civil sector, put a lot of pressure on the government because I went to Penang for a temple function. There all the people in the fire brigade came and told me there are no more Indians in the fire brigade. All are being reduced. 15 years, 20 years, you know. They get salary increments but no promotions. Okay? என்னங்க இல்லை when I went to Penang, the fire brigade people told me all Indians are retiring, no new employment. Those who retire are not, when an Indian civil servant retires, there are no additional recruitments.
How many estimations that you have?
But he has given me a certain KPI, I am working towards it.
Currently how many?
So I don't want to reveal the figures at the moment because they're still looking for it. No. We are increasing now. They've taken in 1,000 Indian officers. They'll take another 2,000 Indian officers in the government service. So by the end of the year, we'll have 3,000 Indian officers in the government service.
Exhibition 2012. Honorable guest today, Yang Berhormat Senator Dato' Sri G. Palnivil, for gracing his presence to make this the most memorable occasion.
கான்ட்ராக்டர்ஸ் இன்ஸ்டியூஷன் நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்க. என்ன ஒரு வருத்தம்னா அங்கெல்லாம் நம்ம கூப்பிட்டு செஞ்சு இது கொஞ்சம் கூட செஞ்சோம்னா பெருசாக நம்ம செஞ்சுருக்கலாம். பட் அவங்க வராமல் இருக்கிறது ஒரு வருத்தம் தான். போப்போ அவங்களால கூட சேர்த்து நம்ம ஒரு கன்சோர்ட்டியம் நம்ம பண்ணி அவங்கள நம்ம ஒரு கூட்டத்துலேயுமே நிறைய பேர்